Alright, hello everyone, Dreamsword here. Today I am joined by pals Nico, Ryan, and the lovely Nadia. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
Howdy. Hello.
And I'm going to keep making Jade run into walls, because that's what it does.
Because Nick isn't doing it.
And then I forgot there was an enemy there. Well, yeah, originally Nick was supposed to be the one playing as Jade for us, but I have to fill in for him due to various complications. And look at this shit! How do you get caught on that?
We have no choice.
We have no choice but to withdraw. But, yeah, so I'm filling in for him. This is why you haven't seen a, new Mizuho part in, like, 2 months. So...
The short answer is computer troubles.
Pretty much.
The long answer is computer troubles.
Yeah. So, from here on out, I'll be doing 2 files, one for Luke, one for Jade, and be filling in for Nick whenever he can't make it, so... The differences between the new Luke and Jade one are the Jade one is on hard mode with minimal bonuses, basically the ones I gave Nick, and of course playing as Jade. So you'll see the difference there. Although it's pretty ironic in the Luke version of this video that I recorded that I'll be uploading later.
Are you a good Jade player?
It's pretty easy to play as Jade against bosses, in all honesty.
Or is it?
It is. Anyway,
or is it?
Catch this robot, and you get probably the most important, unique item in the game.
Funny thing, you can actually miss this item.
Yeah, you can. And if you do, you're screwed.
Yep.
So while we're...
I know I did. I know I did try to get a couple encounters in because I was kind of underleveled, and then I missed it.
Welp. Is it okay for it to get wet? Nope. Whatever.
Oh, it's still alive.
Leave it alone. So, here we go. You get a C-Core, but the winged boots, which make you run faster. Oh my god, the game would be so slow without these. So while we watch this, Ms. Nadia, since you're joining us for the first time, what is your experience with Abyss?
You know what? It's actually been very positive.
Heck is their leader?
Nice.
Let's hurry up and finish this.
You know, I've always loved it. So.
Listen, you ignorant savages.
And everyone's favorite thespian.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I am the most graceful member of the 6 God Generals, the one and only Dist the...
Why, if it isn't Dist the
Dist the
Running.
Running.
The Rose! O-S-E Rose! Dist the Rose!
You mean Dist the Reaper.
Fun fact, apparently in the Japanese version, his title was Dist the Devil.
Rose!
What, you know him?
I'm in the Oracle Knights too, so...
I'm also a jerk to him
Why
for
do
no
you know
reason.
him, Colonel?
I, the genius
Exactly,
Dist,
because
once counted that
secretly,
duplicitous snake
what
Jade
nobody
amongst
knows,
my
she-
friends.
Which Jade is
When
that?
nobody's
I
looking,
don't know
she's
any
stroking
Jades with
her
such poor
goatee,
taste.
and it's also
What did
fake,
you
so she's
say?
double evil.
Careful.
Nice.
You know how your nose runs when you get mad?
No, it doesn't!
Fun fact, in the anime it actually does. That was a
Yeah.
great
Own
touch.
little world.
Enough of this. Now, hand over the phone disk data.
You mean this?
I really want to know Nick's opinion of Dist, honestly.
How careless, Jade.
You can
'Cause-
have
I'd
it.
imagine
I've
he'd have
already
pretty strong
memorized their
opinions
content.
Yeah,
on Dist.
I just laugh at it.
he is enjoyable.
My savages.
Yeah, he's funny.
When you taste the pain of my super.
You can tell, I believe it's Liam O'Brien doing his voice, you can tell he had fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You can easily tell his characters. They're
This looks like fun.
almost always the same.
And now I play a really unfitting song for this fight. But,
I forget the name of his Japanese actor. It's like, I think, Kazuki Nakao or something. But I think he did a okay job as well. His voice is pretty unique.
yeah, fighting this guy as Dist is actually way easier than doing it as a frontline unit because everyone is holding him off while you just spam magic, which,
I had a little trouble with this one, so
oh.
for my first playthrough, he killed me. So. But then
Yeah, I think I rem-
but
Sorry,
then
go ahead.
It's okay. As I started to play more and more, like second playthroughs, I got better at it, so it was fine. But the first time it was so great.
Yeah. And as you can see, I didn't carry over all arts, so I am limited. But, Yeah, and also it's double the fact because, you know, typically you're better than AI Jade. And for those who don't know, all of Dist's forms are weak to water. So you can get through this fight just spamming Splash, but I figured that would be boring, so I mixed it up. And then plus this.
It's not. It's also not even. It's also not even hard to get him to have Splash at this point.
Yeah.
He literally learns it right before this boss fight.
Yeah. I'm actually level 18 for this fight, and I actually got there purely through killing the Sword Dancer before this. He gives you a lot of EXP.
Yeah.
I to this day I still don't understand why people say Form 1 of Sword Dancer is the hardest. It is easy. But whatever. Icicle Rain. Gotta love it. But yeah, it's funny too because Dist here pretty much is just an alternate version of the first Sword Dancer. He has very similar attacks and moves the same and everything.
I suppose my memory on this version of Dist is limited. It's been a while since I've played this one, but I feel like this one was, based on what I can remember, I feel like this guy was harder than most bosses, I think. For me.
He gets tricky later, but this one's pretty easy, I think.
Yeah.
And the anticlimactic ending.
He didn't even use his fuck you attack.
Yeah. It's also what surprised me about this fight, there's no boss dialogue in any of Dist's fights at all.
Which is sad.
It is sad. I really want to hear boss banter with him.
Especially with Jade and Birdie, you would think
He has the tenacity of a cock.
Yeah.
they would be
Right
like
now, I'm off to
having
check
some
the bridge.
smack talk or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, because they know each other, so...
Yeah, you would figure, but it never happens. It's
Don't
really
tell me
weird.
you're afraid
Because there
of
is some
this
with
guy.
Tira, Lagretta,
No.
and
Of course
others, but not with Dist and Jade, which
What
is
should we
very
do?
surprising.
Let's check to see
Yeah.
if
Yeah, I
anyone's
mean,
injured.
you would figure
Yes,
Dist
you're
wouldn't
right.
shut his
It's not
face.
easy being a messenger of peace.
You got that right.
It's just the rose.
Grimoire of Ice.
Yes. Which makes me wonder if this game ever gets remade and they have like an Ash story where you can team up with the God Generals. Does that mean you're going to have a giant mech in your party at one point? Because that would be pretty amazing.
Yeah, that'll be something they'll have to figure out how to make, because the other ones, they're pretty straightforward.
Yeah. But this is very unique.
Yeah.
With this, I would love it if they did the thing they have in Shadow Hearts where he would change like every 4 or so battles into a different form.
Yeah.
From the Malkuth Empire.
Hi, Maya.
Where one
Don't
fight
ask
he
for
would
the
be
order of
a mech, another fight he would be on a chair, another fight he would be without the chair for some reason.
May I ask
And you know, originally, Dist was going to have a Mystic Art. It's dummied
Of
out.
course. General
But
Cecile
they
here
never
will
gave
be
it to him, which is
responsible
sad.
for escorting you to the castle.
Brigadier General Cecile.
I really
at your
wonder what it
service.
would be. I would have to
Something
imagine it's a giant
no.
screw you laser cannon.
Excuse me. I'm Guy.
Maybe.
Servant
That's
of
just
Luke's.
my guess.
Locrian Sergeant Tyr Grant's 1st Platoon Oracle Knights Intelligence Division.
Ionian Sergeant.
Yeah,
Alice
no one cares,
Tatlin,
Annis.
Oracle Knight's phone
I was gonna say
master.
no one cares tier.
Colonel Jade Curtis, commander of the 3rd Division, Malkuth Imperial Forces. I represent His Imperial Majesty.
Very poorly.
And I'm Luke!
B. Jade Curtis?
You taught me a painful lesson in our battle in northern Macedonia, General Cecile.
You must be.
If I remember right, aren't
My
Cecile and
forces
Guy
were
cousins?
virtually wiped out.
Kind
You're
of.
I
known
don't
as the
remember.
Emperor's
Something like
personal
that.
confidant, Colonel. If you're here, Malkuth must indeed be serious.
Tensions along the border are greater now than at the start of the Hot War. We have no choice but to be serious.
And of
I am
course,
super serious. And like he throws a pie at somebody.
and of course that little foreshadowing with Guy,
Hold on.
which Alvin
Ion
likes to
asked me
spam
speak
in
to Uncle on
Aquilia.
his behalf. I'm taking him to the castle.
Thank you, Luke.
So going
I
to betray
appreciate
you.
the support.
Did you know I'm going to betray you? 'Cause I'm
Luke.
going to
You
betray
truly
you.
understand your
I'm just saying.
responsibility.
Oh, yeah?
I think you revisit that whole thing in Exilia too at some point.
I wouldn't doubt it.
You remember how I betrayed you?
If you would, General Cecile.
Yes, sir.
Alright, now I'll get my chance to be a hero.
A true hero. My first job is to save the princess.
Right, let's go.
He's not Stan or Mario.